So it's kind of to give you a very broad idea of what kind of project you as a team, you and your teams can focus on. First was started by Dean Kamen, who invented the Segway and a lot of other pumps, I guess everyone told me, for diabetes. And his goal is to get you to think about problems in new and different ways. He wants to celebrate innovation and celebrate problem solving. And so he created FIRST, and the FIRST LEGO League is the first program. There's a Junior FIRST LEGO League for 6 to 9-year-olds, the FIRST LEGO League for 9 to 14-year-olds, and then over on the wall over there you see pictures of the robots for the FIRST Tech Challenge and the FIRST Robotics Competition, which are both programs for high school students. And so there's a program that goes all the way through really from K to 12 now that has to do with robotics to get kids excited about innovation, excited about technology, and using those skills to solve real-world problems. During your FLL season, you will be doing 3 main things. You will be designing, building, and programming a robot that will solve transportation challenges, thank you, on our field game here. And your robot starts and ends in base and earns points by doing different things on the table. Some of the teams brought their robots with them today so that you can all see that the solutions for what the robots look like are very, very different. There's no set robot you have to build. You basically start with a kit of NXT or RCX robot parts, and it's up to you to design, build, and program the robot that can solve missions on this table. The second part is to do a project having to do with the transforming transportation theme. You will identify a problem in your community, create an innovative solution to the problem, share that problem or share your solutions with your community, and then do a presentation for the judges at the competition. And that's a very important part of this whole process, that you're doing a robot, the robot game, and you're doing a project as well to help learn about how these problems affect your community. The third thing that you'll be doing is learning how to work together as a team. FIRST has a phrase that they use a lot called gracious professionalism. And gracious professionalism is respecting yourself, respecting your teammates, respecting your coaches and the judges and the volunteers who help run the program, who run the tournament. So during the course of the season, your coach will be helping you learn to work together more. You'll be encouraged to solve problems amongst yourselves and to come to conclusion and consensus about how your robot's going to be built, how your project's going to be done. And so it's really an opportunity for you guys to learn real life skills for how to work together, how to do presentations to your community, how to speak in public, and how to do research, as well as how to design, program, and build a robot. We have one statewide championship tournament. Our major sponsor for this event is Roger Williams University. They host our championship tournament every year. It is January 9th, 2010, so mark your calendars now. It's a very long day. We start at 7:30 in the morning and do judging in the morning. The teams meet with technical judges, project judges, and teamwork judges, and all of that is closed to the public. That's just the teams and the panel of experts. In the afternoon, we have the robot competition, and that's where the teams are doing, every team has 3 rounds, where they actually have 2.5 minutes for their robot to get as many points as it can on the table. The teams again compete in 3 categories. There's the robot, which includes the score that you get on the table, the highest score that you get in the 3 rounds. It also includes the meeting that you have with the experts and the judges who look at how you designed your robot and talk to you about the decisions that you made. It also, they look at your programming and you explain the programs and why you made choices and why you decided to do one mission and not another mission. And so those 2 things are kind of linked together in terms of the robot, that you have a robot performance score and you have a score for the robot design and programming. You also will present your project to a panel of judges, and the judges will be looking at the depth of your research, the quality of your research, and also the creativity of your presentation to the judges. You have 5 minutes to make a presentation. to the judges at the competition. And so those things kind of gather together. We also have the core values evaluation, which is teamwork, spirit, and gracious professionalism. At the Rhode Island tournament, we do a teamwork challenge where teams are given a challenge that they've never seen before, and they work on it. Sometimes it's building things with marshmallows and toothpicks and that kind of thing. And it's really a chance to see how well they work together on the fly. They've worked together all season. This is a chance for them to have a new and different challenge to work on. They have 15-20 minutes, and then we get a chance to talk to them about how they make decisions and how the team came to how the choices that they've made for the robot game and for the project. I'll answer all the questions at the end, okay? Thank you. So they also are, the judges will be wandering around at the competition looking at things like your team spirit, how well you treat each other, how well you treat other teams. You will see teams helping each other, which is what the spirit of FIRST really is. It is a competition. Everybody gets really excited and goes head to head, and you really want to win, but we also take time to help teach other teams, help loan, and you'll see parts going back and forth of people loaning each other parts as they're in the pit in between. And it's a very gracious and fun and welcoming atmosphere, and we really encourage that here in Rhode Island. So each team at the competition is evaluated in all three of those areas, and I want to make it really clear because this is the one thing everyone misunderstands. A team will get the highest score in the robot game, and then they don't win the Champions Award at the end of the day, and everybody says, well, how in the world does that happen? You know, they got the highest score in the robot game. It's because we're looking at cumulative scores for project, robot, and teamwork. And you have to score well in all three categories in order to be eligible for the Champions Award, and that's the highest award of the event. Again, the core values. We compete like crazy, but we treat our teammates, competitors, judges, and referees with respect. We share our enthusiasm about the FIRST LEGO League with others. You're all here today, which is great. We hope you will also share information about your team with your classmates, with your school community, and with your larger community in the town that you live in. What we discover is more important than winning awards. The whole goal of this process is to help you think like real scientists, to face real world challenges, and to come up with innovative ways to solve the world's problems. So often we get focused on the way things have always been done. And the way that things have always been done may not be the best way. And that's why we're taking a fresh look at transportation this season to see, is there a safer, more effective way to do this? Is there a more efficient way to do this? We also, again, I said that already, we have a teamwork exercise. So go on to the next one. Okay, in the project, you will be asked to define a problem and create an innovative solution to that problem of transportation in your community. Share your solutions with your community and create a 5-minute presentation to share your research with the judges at the competition. With the robot game, we have 3 rounds. Each round is 2.5 minutes and it's timed. In that 2.5 minutes from when the buzzer starts till when the buzzer goes off, your robot can solve as many missions as it possibly can. You're allowed to touch it only when it's in the square in the corner with all the logos on it. Other than that, it has to be run autonomously. It'll be run by a program that you've written earlier and downloaded to your robot. The highest score in the table game wins the Robot Performance Award. And like I said earlier, that's different than the Champions Award, which is the overall award for the event. You will also be evaluated with design and programming. You'll have 5 minutes to demonstrate your robot, talk about its design and programming, and that's really a chance for the judges to see, because the judges understand that not everything works perfectly when you're nervous and you're under a time limit at a competition with 500 people watching you. And so we have this extra time where the judges can just talk to you casually and help you and really get a sense of how you used gears in your robots, how you use sensors, why you made the choices that you made. The team who has the highest cumulative marks, robot, project, and core values wins the Rhode Island's Champions Award. And that's the highest award. And you see a couple of the trophies here from past seasons.